Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. Anyway, I wasn't even going to make a video today because it was late at night. And I'm going on another juicy adventure starting tomorrow. This one, skateboarders, stay tuned, dude. We got some action for you on this adventure. Anyway, Peter Annan said he needed a video tonight. So Peter, this video is for you. This video is about me keeping it clean. And what I mean by that, if I were to sit here and make videos and claim that I'm a perfect human being, that I'm not full of errors and mistakes, I would be lying to you. And I think that's half the reason we're doing what we're doing is because I try to keep it like legit. And so I have to eat some crow right now. I threw this dude under the bus a little ways back, man. It's a guy I know him, I like him, but I'm jealous of him. Jealousy is not something that I normally get involved with, but all of a sudden it reared its head in the sense of, I was hanging out with my friend today, and he's like, "What's your deal with this dude?" And I'm like, whatever. And he's like, "Dude, that guy's kind of bummed that you're talking shit about him." And what I'd done is I'd inadvertently been at a dinner party with some pretty bawling people here in Malibu. And I'd thrown this dude under the bus. Yup, I threw this dude under the bus. And you have to understand, it's not like I have some big vendetta or program against this guy. It's just that I was in a low frequency zone and this dude's doing really well. This guy's made his own magic empire and he's killing it. And I had to come to the realization that I'm jealous about it. And it's not that I'm like, I covet his stuff or like that, like I want any of his stuff or I wish him ill. It's that jealousy is basically my own character defect in the sense of, I know why he's successful is because he works his ass off to pull this off. So of course he's got the bitchin' car and the hot girlfriend and the booming franchise and everybody talking about it. Why? And then I have to realize I have my own magic universe I'm building over here, doing my own thing. But that wasn't the case 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I was in a state of less than, a state of doubt, a state of fear, a state of confusion, depression, whatever you want to call it. I wasn't in the high frequency year of the smile zone, dude. So I inadvertently or deliberately threw this dude under the bus to some people. It got back to him. So because I have to live, I have to put my money where my mouth is, and I have to live by the examples that I'm trying to set. I have to be honest with myself and realize, why am I giving this dude a hard time? And secondly, I have to make the situation right. So I wrote this guy a big, huge letter, like basically fessing up, saying that I threw him under the bus, that I fucked him over, and that, first of all, I'm not a letter writing kind of guy. I would do this in person, but I don't know how to get a hold of this guy. And I'm not going to go into his place of business and ambush him with my bullshit because that's just not appropriate. So I wrote him a letter and I said, this is what I've done. I know that this has affected you negatively and you're bummed out, and I want to make this right. I'm willing to come and do this in person. Basically, part of what making an amends is all about is Not making it right for me, but making it right for him. I've realized that I've behaved poorly with my neighbor, right? And I talk a lot about community in my videos, and that the healing must begin with ourselves first, and then with our neighbors, and then our community, and then it reaches out to a global perspective. Well, if I'm willing to let this dude just be out there and me allow the wronging I've done to him to exist, I'm basically harming myself. So I have to like turn myself into this dude and basically be like, look, I don't know, you figure out the punishment to fit the crime. If I can even make this right, I don't know. You know, it's completely up to this other person to decide whether they want to forgive me or whether they want me to do some sort of penalty lap, because it's not about me, it's about this other person I've wronged. So when I make this video right now, it's about all those, it's the thing that there's no problem in your life that you can't solve if you're just willing to face the truth that it is your problem. And that running's not going to help, pouring substances in you or smoking substances isn't going to help. Taking action is what's going to help. And sometimes taking action is basically putting your head on the chopping block and saying, hey, look, man, I've done you wrong. What can I do to make it right? I don't know how it's going to turn out. I gave the letter off to this dude's employee, so I will or will not hear back from it, but I completely fessed up to my wrongdoing. I admitted everything I've done wrong. I took full responsibility for my actions, and I want to take full responsibility for my actions here, because I'm not a fraud. I'm just a human being, and I am full of errors and mistakes and failures, but I'm also a high-frequency positive being, and part of that is admitting when you were wrong and taking corrective measures to make other people feel right. It's not about me making myself feel right. It's about me making them feel right because I've done them wrong. Because we can all do it, man. And at this point in my life, things are going really well. And this is residual chaos that I've caused in the dream, a ripple effect. And I have to take responsibility to end it now, instead of burying it under some sort of rug and pretending it doesn't exist and allowing it to fester and turn into a bigger problem. I need to be able to walk into my community, walk down to where this dude's business is, and hold my head up high and know that I've done my best to correct my wrong, that I have been wrong, and I'm willing to stand by my actions to correct it. It's completely up to this other person to do what they must with it. So, we're all doing the high frequency dance here, but part of the high frequency dance is taking corrective measures when you've misstepped. And we all do it. And it's not a big deal. The big deal is pretending that we're perfect when we're not. And that's what it is. So, tomorrow we're going on an adventure. Let me tell you, it's going to be a cool one. Juicy adventure number 2 coming your way. All right, man, I hope that helps. Again, I put my email down there. This came through the email, 1776illusion@gmail.com. Instagram, all that good stuff, dude. All right, let's high frequency up. Let's bring the end of 2013 with smiles. Let's correct. All right, let's wrap the video up on that, man. Some of us have issues, things we've done this year that maybe aren't exactly what we want to take into next year. So we got, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to clear up some wreckage from 2013, set things straight, because we want 2014. I don't know what 2014 is going to be, but 2013's been a pretty smiley year. So let's end it and clear up some of our wreckage. All right, Peter, thanks for making me make a video.